Released in 1988 for the NES, Contra started life in the arcades, where it quickly became popular because of its two-player simultaneous gameplay, which was practically unheard of at the time. In Contra, you shoot your way through Red Faction troops, machines, bosses, and infiltrate their bases in fast-paced arcade shooter action. At any one time, multiple things are trying to kill you, bullets are flying across the screen, and one touch of an enemy or bullet is an insta-kill. It's tough as nails from start to finish, if you make it that far, that is. It was voted the toughest game to beat by IGN in 2007. Contra has certainly earned the title of toughest game to beat. Lightning fast reflexes and the ability to shoot in one of 8 directions while avoiding projectiles and suicidal enemies is necessary to make any headway into the game. The control system is simple, yet responsive. You shoot where you look, and also move in that direction, which makes the game much tougher than other shooters out there, which tend to be twin stick in nature, allowing you to move and shoot independently. Contra levels are split into 2 types, the typical run and gun side-scrolling platformer, and the base levels, which are forward-facing and through force fields restrict you to left and right movement and jumping until you have cleared each section. These levels are easily the most difficult, as you have a very small area in which to move and dodge bullets, and you need to destroy hardpoints on the doors to progress. Boss battles are a lot of fun, well designed and challenging, each one requiring a different approach and utilising different weapons and attack patterns. As with the rest of the game, boss battles are possible without power-ups, but are a hell of a lot easier with them. There are 6 in total, but the rapid fire and spread gun being the most use. The latter is essentially easy mode on, as long as you can dodge bullets, as dying removes power-ups. Interestingly, Contra was released as Probotector, I don't know, in Europe. What the hell even is that name? What does it mean? Where does it come from? It's just an awful name. In the PAL version, the characters are also replaced by robots, because, you know, who could conceive people shooting other people? Our tiny little minds just couldn't handle the violence, because, you know, machines spilling blood is obviously less morally repugnant than people shooting each other. That weirdness aside, there are other changes between versions, including the reworking of base levels to a linear structure rather than the maze structure that was present in the arcade version. The console version was also much harder because it adds more traps and enemies. So, if you're lucky enough to have access to a Contra arcade version, go ahead and play that. There may well be a version online that you can download, but I've not found it. And also, don't play Probotector, don't play that. Play the PAL version, which is named Contra. If you're looking for a game to fly through and complete quickly, I'd recommend you look elsewhere. But if you're looking for a challenging platformer, blow the dust out the cartridge and plug in. This has been Westloar. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for more.